Hello, welcome back, Box1 here, and today we'll be reviewing this set. This is a set from, let me check the year, I already forgot, 2018, and it comes with 3 figures. It is from the Solo movie, a movie that I really liked, and I remember watching that while I was sick the first time, so that was an interesting, or actually, I wasn't sick, I had a corneal abrasion. Fun times. But this set comes with 3 figures, as I said. Let's get into them. I guess you could say it comes with 2 figures, but I do still count this guy because he's this little weird dog creature from Star Wars, and he's like a tracking dog, I remember, in the movie. He has a little tail on the back. It's a special mold for this series of Solo sets, which is kind of cool. And I don't think he appears again, but he's a pretty cool little prints on him, you can see that. And he's just a very nice looking animal. He can go on, I believe, 3 studs. He may be 2. He's 2 studs with his feet. Thought he may be 3, but he's just 3 studs long. Pretty cool figure. Let's get on to Han Solo. This Han Solo is the version you see when he tries to escape in his Landspeeder, obviously, with this girl, which I honestly forgot the name. I'm gonna have to check that. But he looks pretty good. He has these very nice pants. I think the pants are some of my favorite parts of these figures. They're very useful for like mocks, for my soldiers and stuff like that. They look very good. And he has that newer hairpiece, or at the time it was new for this movie. And he has a blaster pistol, as well as just nice little white jacket. You can see some back printing, and I think he has a double-sided face. Yes, you can see that slightly angrier face there, which looks pretty good. I'm going to remember that girl's name and then get on to her. And we are on to her. She's very reflective. And it's out of focus. Of course it's out of focus. Anyway, this is Kira. I think I'm saying that right. From the movie, obviously. And she uses a nice metallic silver torso, actually, which is kind of interesting. And she also has some very nice pants for like army soldiers and stuff like that. But she is the, I guess, female protagonist. I don't know if she's really a main character, or I guess she is kind of a main character. She kind of drives Han Solo to do what he does, I'm pretty sure, but she also has another blaster pistol, and she has this quite cool hairpiece. I think it is used multiple times in different themes, but I don't know if that was made first for her. It may have been, I'm not sure, but yeah, you can see double-sided face, and it just is a pretty good figure overall. As I said, nice legs for the for mocks and stuff like that. Moving on from the figures, which I think are quite good, we can get on to the actual Landspeeder build. And the actual Landspeeder is quite a nice color scheme, actually. I do love dark blue LEGO sets. It's harder to get a lot of dark blue, so it's great to get a bunch in a set. And it has white, black accents, which are kind of nice. And it has, of course, a tan interior. We'll start, I guess, at the front. Oh, I just shot myself with a spring-loaded shooter, which is in the set. There are spring-loaded shooters, and they're very well hidden. So I'll get into that later, but we can start at the front with this little kind of details up the front there. It looks really good. I do think it looks quite good. Going around the side, you can see some white details, some little, I guess you could call that greebling. I don't know the actual term for that, but it looks cool. Star Wars electronic stuff, I guess you could call it. And show you that side, of course. And up the top, it has these printed pieces. These printed pieces are not exclusive. I don't think any of the printed pieces are exclusive. I don't think there's also any stickered pieces in this set. I may be wrong, but I don't think there are. This is the only other, or these two are the only other printed pieces in the set. So, kind of interesting there. And this has a nice little interior there. It has 2 seats, obviously, for Kira and Han, and then they can sit in there. I think Han would be, let me see, Han would be the driver and Kira would be the passenger, and or you could change that around, of course. And it has a little control area, obviously the 2 little consoles I talked about, and some little things, little details like that, I guess. I don't know what those exactly are, but they're there. You can move on to the back here, before I show you any like interior stuff. You can see where those spring-load shooters are, and they don't really detract from the look at all, which I do like. They actually are quite hidden underneath the actual ship, and I'll show you that in a second after I show you the details here. And it uses these I believe just trans clear on here to kind of give it the illusion that this bar is kind of floating, which looks kind of cool. It is, of course, attached at this point and this point, and I bet it could suspend itself without those trans clear pieces, but they just give it a little extra support. Over here, these little things I'm guessing are kind of like engines, and it does have a little feature here, I believe, yes, where it has this little, I'm guessing, either fuel thing or just something important to the movie that I completely forgot. But it's just the trans light blue piece, cylinder. But yeah, we'll get on to the little spring-loaded shooters now. There's a pretty nice little, I don't know where the other went. Here it is. Put that back in there, and I'll show you if I can stick it in there. Come on. But the underside has some pretty nice things. It has these 2 spring-loaded shooters on either side, which you just activate by pressing this, and those flew across the room. But it also has these little wheels to help it go along the ground, and as you can hear, they are a little bit noisy. Sound like the older wheels, but with how noisy they are. Oh, that's a cool feature. I'll show you that in a second. But if you will notice, this is on I believe a 6-stud thing, and these are actually slightly offset using snot bricks going in there, which is kind of cool. I do like the little techniques they use here to integrate the wheels and also just integrate the shooters there. It looks pretty good. I do like that. But flipping it over, before we put the figures in and look at it like that, we can actually open this front hood up and reveal the inside. Now, this is just extra detail, honestly. I don't think it actually gets shown in the movie, but they put it in anyway, which is really cool. I wish they did stuff like that nowadays. But it has an extra spring-loaded shooter here, the engine, which is partly visible on top. It has this little green thing, which is kind of cool. I believe that's just trans lime green, I believe, or light green. It's not trans neon green. That would have been cool, but it has a wrench here and just some little greebling and other details here that look pretty cool. And this can just slide right back on and cover that right up. Let's put the figures in. And that's what it looks like with the figures. It actually looks quite good. I do think it scales quite well with the figures as well. And I really like this build. I'm going to get on to my opinion now, which that basically was it. But yeah. My opinion is that this is a great set. Most solo movie sets are great. I don't think there is a single set that I don't like from the solo movie. This is the only one I have. I don't even have the battle pack, but I do have this one. And honestly, I really like this set. It comes with a cool little dual mold, or not dual mold, but molded, weird looking dog thing tracker. And comes with some good figures and a nice build. I like these like civilian craft speeders in sets. It's just a nice little thing. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed. I shall see you next time with another Star Wars set, hopefully. Goodbye.